All right, guys, in today's video, we are playing with the new F-16, the F-16 CM Pobit at 14.3. Now, there's a lot of talk around this jet being at top tier with only 6 missiles. So I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. I did cook with this jet. I will just put it that way. Let me pull up the stats here of my stock grind. All right, so for anybody who is curious on our stock grind here with the F-16, we played 29 games. We got 60 kills and 12 deaths. We had an 83% win rate. So not too shabby for the stock grind. We're almost done with it too, guys. We got all the big parts done. We got a couple of these guys left to finish off. So yeah, guys, I did really well with this thing. I think it's really good, in my opinion. Now, I think the average player will struggle with this jet because it only has 6 missiles. So you really need to understand when to actually use your missiles or actually shoot your missiles. And if you're not good at that, you will just waste all your missiles, right? And you will not do anything. But guys, we cooked in this game right here. I got a couple 5-kill games, a couple 4-kill games. And this one here, we did really good. We had a lot of close quarter missile combat, a dogfight. So it was a crazy game. And as always, guys, if you do enjoy the videos, content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. But yeah, we get a quick, easy kill there. Shooting 18 kilometers or less here. And this game here will also show you why I think you should use the 120Bs over the 120Ds. I feel like this jet's playstyle is getting up nice and close to the enemy. And 120Bs are going to be faster off the rip, guys. They do have better acceleration than the 120Ds and 120Cs. Now, I do get fired at from the F-15, so I am actually going to take 2 shots here at the F-15 and the Eurofighter, simply because I want to put them on the defensive. And there is a probability that will get a kill, right? 23 kilometers is not the worst, but again, optimum for me is 18 or lower. So we're going to kind of just get into a little bit of a defensive state here. Right, notch the missile from the F-15. And I think there's an F-16 that pops out of nowhere here. And we get into a little bit of a dogfight. But yeah, guys, I really enjoy playing the F-16s. Extremely fun jet to play. I always recommend them. Really, no matter what F-16 you're playing. But yeah, we can see here, this guy pops out of nowhere, F-16. So we have to just notch. And really here, guys, we get stuck on the defensive. Big mistake I see a lot of people do here is overcommit. It's going to get you killed. As you guys can see, I try to turn, get a shot, but he fires again, and we will easily notch that. And again, at this point, we're going to try to make him overshoot here. He is going a little bit faster than us. So we are just going to try to maneuver around, get him again to overshoot. And we do just that. And yeah, guys, a Pobit versus a Pobit right here. And I didn't want to waste one of my missiles. I still have 3, but he is within gun range, so we'll just use that. And we actually get a pilot snipe, guys. So very nice shot there on Gluteus Maximus number 1. And yeah, at this point, right, we are running out of chaff, which is a little bit of another issue with this jet, especially when you get put in an up tier. It doesn't have the most chaff. So we are going to actually drop to the ground here. So one of the rare instances you'll see me playing or multipathing in a game here. But yeah, guys, we are going to head back to base. My fuel is also running a little bit low. I mean, look how fast it is depleting. And the good thing is we actually see some guys on the way here. So we see again, you can see on my RWR, we do see a Eurofighter somewhere. So we're going to try to pick somebody off. And which we will. But yeah, these guys were like hanging around our airstrip. I don't really know what they were doing. Maybe they killed somebody else. But what I'm trying to do here is just kind of stay out of their path, stay out of their radar, stay hidden. And in a sense, I'm going to kind of use my teammate as bait here. The F-18 that is to the right of me. Because we can see on our radar here, both of the enemies are locking on to the F-18, or basically facing the F-18. So, where did that F-18 go? I guess he disappeared. Oh, no, he's right there. So, yeah, we will lift up a little bit. I do want to try to get a little bit more height on my shot on the F-15. And we will, again, wait until 18 kilometers to fire at the Eurofighter. And Eurofighter does turn our way, which makes it perfect. And, yeah, guys, easy, severe damage on the F-15. And then we will connect with the Eurofighter here in just a second as well. Boom. So that makes it 4. And at this point, we go back to base. So I'm just going to kind of fast forward it because it does become a 2v2. So, but yeah, we did help the F-18 out there. We did kind of clutch up. But let me go ahead and fast forward. All right, guys. So again, we went and refueled at the airstrip, got the missiles, and we are getting altitude here. We went to the side. I was hoping neither of these guys would see me, but the J-15T, which we're going to go up against here in a close-range missile fight, does challenge us here. So we can see he actually starts firing missiles pretty early on here, which is fair enough, right? They do get a lot of missiles. So that's what they're going to try to do. It's just like a South 30 player, right, where they spam missiles. But that's why I would really put importance, guys, on having the missiles on your radar. It makes such a big difference. You'll see the missile for 1 to 2 seconds before it actually pops on your RWR. You can react faster. You're really missing out if you do not have missiles on your radar, guys. But he does take out my 120B with a PL-12A. Another classic South 30 type of move. But yeah, guys, I think the PL-12A is such a garbage missile. I am not going to lie. It is so slow after like a certain amount of time. I mean, as you guys can see, I'm literally just outrunning the missile at this point. The PL-12A is so slow, guys. It is crazy. But, I mean, at this point, guys, we're in our flow state. I mean, this guy is not going to beat us. I mean, really what it comes down to in these situations is who's the better defender. And me being in an F-16 and this guy in a J-15T, I mean, I'm not going to lose that. So, you know, I'm in a very strong defensive jet, close quarters. And yeah, guys, we notch another PL-12A, not an issue. And we will secure the 5th kill here to clutch up, and we win the game. So very good game there. And yeah, guys, like I said, this jet is very strong defensively. I think you just need to understand how to play it in that sense to its strengths. But let's move on to the next game. All right, guys. So next game here, I did pick the 4-kill game. I feel like it was a lot more interesting than my other 5-kill game. Again, my other 5-kill game, I didn't even really get contested higher altitude. So this one's a little bit more interesting. I feel like as a viewer, I would want to watch a game that it's a little bit more intense, right? So that's what we're gonna watch. But yeah, I do get shot at the beginning here. Quite an easy notch, and yeah, we do see that gripping way off in the distance, which is a very prime target for us. So we are going to try to go for him here. And I'm not too sure. I don't remember if somebody gets the kill before us or what. But yeah. But guys, I do think this jet is really good overall. I know a lot of people are talking pretty bad about it. But again, the main thing is you just need to understand how to use your missiles wisely. And I really do recommend the 120Bs. I think the 120Ds do not, or even 120Cs do not really fit this jet's playstyle. So, yeah, unfortunately we don't hit the grip in there in the beginning, but we will actually connect with them here. And we do get the other South 30. So, yeah, 3 missiles, 2 kills. Not bad, right? But, yeah, man, I love the F-16s, guys. One of my favorite jets in the game. And another very easy kill here in the F-18. He kind of just pops out of nowhere. And that makes it 3 just like that, guys. But, yeah. I think the F-16 overall, I mean, let me know what you guys think of it in, the comments, right? But I think it's doable. I think it's doable, guys. It's cookable. Let me put it that way. But yeah, we do see this J-10 here. So again, we're waiting for him to start facing us a little bit more here. So we're looking at his vector line on the radar. So again, this is the key, guys. You really need to understand when to fire, vector line, all of that, if you want to succeed in a jet like this where it doesn't have a lot of missiles. Now, this J-10 went basically vertical from me, or not really vertical, but directly in front of me. So I do fire that. It's going to be pretty hard for him to dodge this. And yeah, he gets cooked, guys, and that makes it 4. And yeah, we see an F-15. I mean, this guy here wasn't bad, guys. I thought I was going to get this kill. I'm not going to lie. 15 kilometers out, a 120B. We're going quick. But he actually does notch it. Yep. Not a bad notch there from that F-15, guys. Gotta give credit where credit's due. And yeah, we do try to engage in a dogfight here. But obviously it's going to be a little bit of a tough one. And if we had another 120 here, this guy would have gotten absolutely slammed by me. But yeah, we didn't. And at the end, this guy actually doesn't want to dogfight us. We do try to catch up with him here. But yeah, we do kind of... oh, he actually gets shot. Yeah, we'll take a hit, guys. We'll take a hit. Oh, right. Another F-15 comes in. I remember this clip. Yeah, so we get shot from that F-15 up there, right? And this one was a little bit of a weirder one to notch. I feel like I had lost a lot of energy there. Putting on my air brakes, all of that. And he does fire yet another missile at me. But again, guys, not an issue notching with the F-16s. That one was close. But yeah, we see if this guy wants to dogfight us. And he actually doesn't. Which I don't blame him. He kind of just flies away, right? An F-15. It was an F-15E, I think, as well. So not even like the F-15C. So not the best dogfighter. And he probably just wanted to go back to base, reload on missiles. But yeah, unfortunately, this game, guys, we do end up dying here because somebody on the other team does activate a blind hunt while I'm headed back to base, and we get absolutely cooked. So I'm going to fast forward this here to that moment. So yeah, we are sneaking around here. We were about to sneak up on this F-18, right? Get into a little bit of a dogfight action, and this guy activates a blind hunt, guys. And what does this F-18 do? Immediately turns to me, sees me here, and I am cooked, guys. I have limited chaff. He's higher altitude than me. And if he has all his missiles, like, there's nothing I can do. And let me look at this, guys. I tried notching. I probably should have multipath. Or was that a... It was a 120. So, yeah, tough, but not a bad game. I do type in chat. The blind hunt absolutely cooked me. But let's move on to the next game. All right, guys. So, moving on to the next game here. We do have the big map, which I like. I like the big map in top tier. I think it gives a lot of space and gives a lot of space for us to cook. But yeah, we do, as we can see, guys, have a couple enemies in front of us on our radar. And this guy does shoot. And again, this is why I think it's important to have your radar showing your missiles. Because we can see everything that's going on. I can see those missiles are not coming to me, right? I can just completely ignore them. My RWR is fine. So I do drop a couple of chaff, but that's the key, guys, right? Is more information is gonna do better for you. So yeah, we do fire at that guy down there, F-18. He does actually fire at us as well, so we do have to do a little bit of a vertical notch here, but not an issue. Not a issue at all. And I don't think this missile actually connects here. So we do waste a missile, unfortunately. And I think I end up just cutting inside because, yeah, the issue is when they're flying over the water like this, it is very, very hard to get a kill. When it's like terrain, it's a lot harder for them to actually multipath. But yeah, in the ocean, I mean, you can literally get right on top of the water. And you are basically untouchable unless you get hit with a 9M there. But we do fire that off. This guy doesn't notice us, F2A, and he's right in front of us, and we will fire that as well. Unfortunately, that guy does die, and this F-18 does shoot at us, so we are notching a lot here already, guys. Or, I guess maybe he didn't. It looked like it was coming to me. But yeah, easy kill there with the F-18E. I don't know why that guy was that high up. I mean, you're just kind of asking to get seen and get killed. But yeah, we are cutting inside now. Again, we are on the big map, so everything's a lot more spread out. But we do see it again on our radar. We have a couple of lads headed our way here. So again, they are optimal range for my 120Bs. I will fire away. We have the third guy who does turn our way. So it makes it perfect for us. And we are just going to start turning inside or to the right just to get into a notching position just in case. And yeah, we get 3 kills in total there, or we have 3 kills. Unfortunately, our other missile does miss. And we do have to head back to base here because we don't have any missiles left. So basically all we do is head back to base. I think it was like a J-10 that shot at us here. PL-12A is never going to reach us or catch up with us speed-wise. Slowest missile out there, guys, I'm telling you. So let me fast forward. All right, so we just took off from the airstrip. I do end up turning right here because I do know that there is somebody around this area here. Kind of camping or just in the general area. There's only me and some other guy left on my team. So we're just kind of waiting it out. I just want to see what happens. I think my teammate was back on the airstrip. And yeah, guys, look at the RWR. We see a J-10 pop up, and it is pretty close. So we are going to just slowly turn around, try to keep our speed, and just see what's going on. Yeah, man, I really enjoyed playing this jet. Again, I love any F-16 in the game, especially if it has Fox 3s. So again, highly, highly recommend this. And yeah, we see him right here, guys. So this guy's trying to get our teammate back on the airship. I'm not too sure if he does get him. But obviously not the best shot angle for us. But we're going to fire it anyways just because of how close he is. And he's not even looking at us. And he actually turns in our direction. So that makes it even easier for us. And we get a severe damage. Now this is where things got a little bit iffy. I start getting spammed at from a F-18. But I was having a lot of trouble finding this guy, even with my radar. It was a bit weird. And the issue too was I would have visually seen him if the clouds weren't in my way here. Because I saw where the missile came from. I just couldn't pinpoint exactly where he was. So it was a little bit tough. Yeah, we are just, again, notching, bobbing and weaving out there, guys. Bobbing and weaving. And, yeah, again, I just don't know where this guy is, and that's an issue. I can obviously see him in my RWR. He's somewhere to the right of me. But I don't know if this guy's lower altitude, higher altitude. I have no clue. And, yeah, from here, again, I still can't find him. So I'm just confused. I see him right there. He does fire. And again, this is quite an easy notch for us. But then I can't find him. Again, the clouds are in the way. I can't visually see him. And I picked nothing up on my radar here either. So it's just this issue of I'm basically blind out there. And I think he actually ends up running away from us. I don't know if he used all his missiles or what. But we do end up finding him out in front here running away from us. But the issue was a Eurofighter comes and spoils the party. But yeah, I don't know what was going on with this here. I was just kind of lost out there, guys. But I mean, we had some good notching. We had some good dodges. Again, we're really just using our RWR here to find a general idea of where he's at. Again, we do use it as a 360 radar. I feel like we're both going in circles here. I really don't know how this guy's finding me first, and I'm not. Again, we know the general area he's at now. So again, quite an easy notch. But the issue is we are pretty low speed. We do finally get him on the radar, but he is simply just running away. If he was headed our direction, we probably would have killed him. But again, I'm guessing he ran out of missiles. And the unfortunate part is we would have caught up to him because we are in an F-16, right? F-18s are extremely slow. But his buddy comes over here. We can see on the RWR, we have that Eurofighter coming in pretty hot. And the issue with this was Eurofighter, higher altitude than me, coming in at like 1.7, 1.8 Mach. Shoots a 120B at me. It's going to be very hard for me to dodge. And even just in general, right, for me to win this. And I'm running out of chaff too. So it was just a bad spot, guys. And I end up just getting kind of cooked here. But yeah, I do try my best here to notch this. And you guys see how fast this missile slams me here. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, this was a tough spot to be in. And the worst part too is my teammate. He was not helping me at all. He like went all the way to the other side of the map. And I was just kind of left here to 2v1 these guys. And yeah, guys, I mean, look how fast that missile is coming in. So a bit unfortunate, right? I mean, that was a bullet. It's so fast, right? And that's the thing with the Eurofighter. But not a bad game. And yeah, that should do it for this video.